Drew, you said you guys were motivated to play better defense. Just talk about it. It seemed like from start to finish you guys were on it defensively.
Yeah, I mean, again, going back to what everybody's kind of talked about, we needed to lock in on defense and get stops, and I think we showed that we can do that today.
Payton, what's about you in second halves right now?
I think it's just, seeing one go in, but early in games, teams are really keyed in on me. It's opening up a lot for the teammates, so everybody's getting downhill, nobody's helping off, so I'm happy to take the back seat when these guys are getting to the rim at will, and Owen was able to dominate. So once they soften up, then I'll do my thing, but as long as I can take some of that gravity and use that for my teammates, it works out.
Payton, it seemed like the offense almost fed off the defense. Did you sense that a little bit by the way you guys are playing?
It does, and I think getting the first rebound is huge. It's kind of demoralizing. We rebounded really well. I think we out-rebounded them, and then when we get rebounds, they're crashing so hard that we can just really push it in transition. And we got great playmakers. We're getting layups. We're hitting wide open threes. Owen's running, and I think that's the energy we need to have the rest of the year. Let the defense dictate how we're going to play.
Drew, we talked about players being in the offensive zone where shots are falling. When you're getting this many steals, do you feel defensively you're able to just anticipate passing lanes, know where the ball's going and things like that?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes you just get in the zone where you can just read eyes and just have a feel for where they're going to throw it. So, yeah.
So it seems like the transition offense was really the separator about how you guys continue to push that lead. I guess what was working so well for you guys to kind of push the pace?
Playing defense. Just keep it as simple as possible. And then keeping them to one shot. I mean, they don't get many possessions after that.
Playing
Drew,
defense.
coming from a new program, from another program, what is it about the way Fran McCaffrey coaches offense that sticks out to you why you guys are so explosive this year?
I think just pushing the ball. They always talk to me about keep pushing the ball, keep pushing the pace, because it's hard to stop somebody in transition. And then also when you get downhill, everybody collapses. So having shooters like this, makes the game real easy.
Drew, I'm assuming the conversation's been largely around defense in the locker room over these last week or so since the Wisconsin game. I guess has it been? Is that what you guys have been talking about quite a bit?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, our focus was we know our offense is fine. Like we're one of the best offenses in the country, but just making sure we have an identity on defense and getting stops when we need to.
You had 2 big buckets, 2 big steals right after you guys went down 24-23. What flipped that switch for you coming out of that timeout?
I mean, I lost to Indiana 2 years in a row, so I mean that's about all the fuel to the fire I need.
Payton, you've been around for 4 years now and some pretty solid offenses. What's different about the defense this time around?
I think it starts with Drew. It starts with our guards are putting a lot more pressure on the ball, and we got humbled at Wisconsin, and the way that we responded to it, shows what we're capable of. I think a lot of people were writing us off. A lot of people kind of disrespected us, and the leadership and the way that we came together is special. And you're going to get beat like that in this league sometimes, and you just got to be able to respond. And the way that the guards really put pressure on the ball, Brock's pushing up, and then the way that Owen dominated that game today on the inside, it makes it tough. When he's playing like that and protecting the rim, teams have to shoot well to beat us, and I'm proud of all those guys.
Payton, how much of just tonight was what you envisioned this team could become?
I didn't have it going in the first half, but we had so many guys going that we built a lead, and then when I woke up and started playing my game, everything kind of came together. And I'm super proud of the way, like I said, that the guys responded. That's important in this league because, like I said, you're going to get beat. So, this is the team I envisioned. This is the big reason I came back is because I know that we're capable of big things, and we just got to keep it rolling. And yeah.
Payton, what do you see with this offense? It's averaging close to 90 points a game. That's clicking. You've been here 4 years. Why is this offense clicking? You don't have like a Keegan or a Luka. It's just. It's interesting.
We have a lot of good players, and as we're continuing to go, we're trusting each other more and more, and we're learning how to play with each other. There was a bunch of injuries in the off season, so we, especially like me and Drew, we didn't get to play together a ton, but now we're playing. Now we're feeding off each other. I'm helping him get downhill. He's hitting me in rhythm and stride, and getting good looks. But we got players everywhere. Price is coming off the bench making plays, and Lodgy made some big plays. Sadu made some big plays. So we have a lot of weapons, and the good teams have a bunch of guys that do it, not just one. And I think that's why I'm so proud of everybody because everybody's staying in it. Everyone's finding their role and what makes them go.
Payton, Brock wanted that 10th assist really bad. You got it for him. Did he say anything to you after you hit that?
I didn't know he had 10. So
I do.
So no, that's big time. I'm glad I made it.
What was said? You guys fell behind after building that lead in the first half, what was said by you guys or coach during that timeout?
I think I said, like, everybody goes on runs. They're a good team. We know they're a good team. They're a Big Ten team. Every team goes on runs, and it's gonna happen throughout a game. But just staying together, sticking to our game plan. We were gonna be fine.
Yeah, we watched them play, Louisville today when they were in Atlantis, and they went on a big run early, but then once you kind of hit them and keep hitting them, you respond to their runs. That's when they kind of started to shut down and got a little tentative. So that's when we were able to take over the game, and they got a really good team, and the way that we took them out was real credit to our guys and our coaches for getting us ready.
Payton, there's a lot of talk about Ballo going into this game, and you mentioned Owen a few times. I guess how important was his performance?
Yeah, Owen was great. I think the way he protected the rim. It started at the end of that Nebraska game. The way he was flying in there, and when he does that, our team goes to another level, defensively, and a whole nother dimension of this team. So I'm so proud of him. The way he responded with 15 minutes left in that Nebraska game, and then just carried it into today. Ballo's a really good player. He's a big dude, and he got a few buckets, but for the most part, Owen kept him off the glass. We had a bunch of guys flying in there trying to box him out, keep him off the glass, because that's what he does so well. And it took a team effort, and Owen was great too.
There was a possession with like 5 minutes left. You guys got 3 offensive rebounds. It lasted like 80 seconds, that possession. I guess, does that sort of just symbolize the fight and kind of that bounce back that you guys wanted to have?
Yeah, I think it started in that Nebraska game. We started making all the winning plays, and I'll say even the season kind of changed on the. I shot a pull-up 3 against Nebraska, and Price gets offensive rebound around 4 guys and hits a 3, and then from there everyone started diving on the floor. Everybody was making plays, and it went into today. Drew saw that last game. Now Drew's getting on the floor. He's in the gaps, making plays, and those winning plays are contagious, and we just kept making them. And I thought Lodge'd been sitting a while, but he came in and really impacted that possession in the game. So I'm proud of him for the way that he responded.
Drew, after your defensive tear since about the 15-minute mark of this last game, what's changed?
I think the coaches at halftime, they kind of ripped us, and it kind of lit a fire in all of us on the defensive end. We kind of just needed to lock in on that side, and whatever way I can make an impact.
What was the game plan with Ballo? It's gonna he got his, but he didn't really take over the game. What were you guys trying to accomplish?
Yeah, obviously he's a great player, but we obviously the double was there, and just trying to limit his touches as much as possible.
How critical was? I think you had forced him to have like 3 turnovers in the first 3 minutes. You guys came out, kind of punched him in the mouth early. I guess how much did that kind of impact his performance going forward and kind of fire you guys up?
Yeah, I didn't see it, but some of the teammates said that he was like talking to himself or kind of like complaining. So it was good. For him not to be as dominant as he normally is. Coach has got us right with that game plan for sure.
Drew had a big impact defensively, obviously 6 steals. Well, what does that do, not just for the back line of the defense, but also just energizing the team and the crowd too?
Yeah, he's really good at that, just energizing everybody. He's just a big ball energy for sure. And him being able to create those steals, create those turnovers, allow us to get out in transition and make some highlight plays, so it's a lot of fun.
Owen, you and Brock both had double-doubles tonight. What's that like?
It's really special. Just growing up with him, or not growing up, but being able to play with him throughout the years, and the bond that we have, just for both of us to kind of have the games that we did, it was a lot of fun.
Talking about the change in defense as a whole, Payton really pointed to Drew as far as the team effort. How much has his presence kind of changed the identity of the team defensively?
It's been night and day. Just having a veteran guy that obviously Moorhead was a great defensive team, and he kind of brings his stories and his mindset to our team, and it's you can see it's kind of like bled through our whole team. So he changes our defensive side and our offensive side for sure.
Payton said that he pointed to the play against Nebraska when Price got the offensive rebound, kicked it back out to Payton, found him in the corner, hit the 3. He said ever since then, you guys have been making the winning plays, diving on the floor, hustling. Is that the play that I guess just kind of helped drive this little run that you guys have been on?
Definitely, it kind of just showed that making those winning plays helps win the game. So all of our guys kind of took that to heart. Lodge had like 3 offensive rebounds in one possession. So just the mindset of the team overall has changed for sure.
How do you feel, and your teammates for that matter, about what lies ahead in the week ahead?
We're really excited to go out to California. Obviously, we know the things going on there, and thoughts and prayers with everybody there. But we're excited. We got 2 basketball games ahead of us there, so coaches are going to get us right with the game plan, and we're gonna go and win some games.
Owen's offense so high octane right now. I think like second in the country in scoring.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that all the guys that we have, the skill sets that we have on the court and on the bench, I mean, the talent that we have is unbelievable. We have so many different skilled guys that can go and get a bucket any different way. So that just shows how good our team is, and we never have really worried about the offensive side of the ball, but we really needed to focus on the defensive side, and that's what and games like this happen when you take care of both sides of the ball.
When you have 4 blocks, what are the important factors, I guess, like timing wise, stuff like that you look for to be able to do that?
Yeah, I credit that to the Lord, because I just, it's second nature, kind of just timing and stuff like that. So just being able to time it right, and being on the court without fouls kind of helps too. Just kind of playing without fouls and being able to go and get some blocks for sure.
I know some of that is, how they're calling the game, but
Yeah.
why do you think you were able to stay out of foul trouble?
I think just making the smarter plays. Like last year, Balo in the first half had a dunk that I probably would have fouled him on. Just kind of knowing when to go and when not to go. Just little things like that, watching film with the coaches, and definitely the maturity out on the court for sure.
I know we've asked you this a couple of times this year, but Drew Thelwell, the way he's kind of immersed himself in the team, the fan base, the culture, why has he been such a perfect fit? Because if you're an outsider, you think he'd already been here for 3 or 4 years.
Exactly. I don't know. It's worked out perfectly. The way he just is able. We clicked right away on his visit, and it's been that ever since. He's been that ball of energy that we see at practice, and is kind of amping everybody up. But he was a perfect fit for us, and we're really glad to have him.
An area where you guys have struggled a little bit is rebounding.
Yeah.
You guys won the glass tonight. How important is that?
Yeah, that was another key focus that we needed, and just being able to win the glass, especially against a big team like that. It just shows that we're capable to do a lot more.